It was the biggest yet thus far since the new coaching staff to me. It was pretty, I mean, it's about time, like as a team, we just make the big step. So it was very huge for us, my teammates.
You know, for you guys, to see all the hard work, you know, come together that you guys have put in the offseason, you know, how special was that?
It was very special, but then again, it was a step forward. I mean, a lot of guys, we were really excited, but kind of afterwards, it was like, what now? We all look at each other like, what now? And it's like, we want to get another win, and then another one, and then another one. Because it's like we said, we're only 2-0. It's 10 games left. It's a long season left.
You know, just going that, you know, going from Duke to Delaware, you know, what are you guys doing to avoid a letdown, you know, playing against a team from FCS?
Treat every opponent the same. Treat every opponent like it's ACC team, like it's the #1 team in the country. Prepare every. We don't sleep on anyone. Because the game will humble you, as Coach Elko would say.
You know, just from looking at Delaware, what are they going to see bring you on the offensive side of the ball?
That's a physical football team. I mean, they're in a smaller division than us, but physicality-wise, they are very physical up front. And just like last week, we're going to have a big challenge ahead of us, so we just got to step ahead and take it straight on.
As a defensive player, do you enjoy those physical battles?
Oh, yeah. Just in my head, I think of it as a boxing match. It's who can last 12 rounds.
You guys pretty much stopped Duke a lot when it came down to their rushing game. They really couldn't get a lot of yards. What were you guys seeing up front who pushed you guys were able to get to stop them on the ground?
I think it was, against Duke, it was more of a mental battle. I think physically, like, we can go, but I feel like if we physically thought we were stronger than them, we're going to play like we're stronger than them. So I feel like mentally, we were a couple of steps ahead. But I feel like physically, we was pretty even matched. But I feel like our mentality towards the game early was just the little extra step we had ahead of them.
That mental game, do you feel like there's a huge difference in that from this year as compared to last?
In some ways, I feel like it's just, the mental aspect is still there. I feel like it's just more guys aboard. I mean, we traveled 72, and I feel like we had all 72 guys that had that mental edge and that little extra oomph that everyone had. And I feel like all 72 guys had it this game. You just feel it in the locker room. You just feel it.
What's been different, you know, in the last 6 months, 2 months? You know, what's been different for you guys?
I would say the team leadership and expectations of the players among other players, not necessarily coaches. I mean, we have 5 captains, but it's like the captains necessarily don't have to be captains. They have to just, you know, just help the other players like follow along. It's like freshmen, for instance. But I feel like all the older guys, they bring each other along no matter what grade you in, what year you are, red shirt, not red shirt. And I feel like each player is trying to become a captain. That's what you just feel like. You feel like everyone's trying to give their 100%. And it's almost like a competition, like who's going to put more time in the film room, who's going to stay after practice and do this, who's going to beat who on this rep. It's like it's more competitive. You just, it's a good feeling. It's fun.
So internally, you know, the competition, it's not just on the practice field, it's throughout all of your preparation.
Yes, it's off the field, on the field, when we just hanging out, it's like we live in this now, like 24/7, 7 days a week. We're all truly living this.
You guys have fantasy football teams you compete into?
Oh, nah, I never got into fantasy football at all. I just have I'm a Patriots fan, so that's about it, though.
From a confidence standpoint, to, you know, not only get a W, but to, you know, kind of dominate, you know, defensively. You know, talk about the confidence level and moving forward.
Like I said, it's just, I feel like we was very well prepared for that game. Because at times, like you said, at the end of the game, when they told us like how many rushing yards they had, the majority of us didn't realize it. Like, because in our head, it's like, this is Duke. Like, we can't let them get a yard. But we didn't notice, like, we barely was letting them get anything. And then towards the end of the second half, they was throwing the ball a lot. But it's just, our expectations are so high for each other. It's just, we're trying to go beyond talent. We put in more effort, like, because talent is there. Like, we have talent. It's just about who want it more. And it just, like, when we go against Delaware, we have to want it more than do. Of course, they're going to play us and say, oh, they're going to sleep on us. It's going to be an easy game. They think it's going to be an easy game. And then, like, nah, we can't have that mentality because like I said, you will be humbled. This game will humble anybody if you sleep on any team.
I mean, after a couple of close games, you know, a blowout would be nice, right?
Yeah, it would be nice, but I mean, that would be a dream come true if it did, but we'll see. I mean, it should be a good one, especially up front in the front seven.